Access Television. Yes, a bit of a snow day, and we hope you're at home watching this because you might recognize this young woman. We're talking about Megan Follows. You laughed when I said young, but you know, a lot of people still remember you as a 16-year-old girl, Anne with an E.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
And you know, it's funny because I remember, and it just seems like yesterday, but I can't believe it's been 25 years, and it's almost like we've all grown up together, and you've got a whole other life outside of Anne.
I do. I know it is hard to imagine that it's been 25 years.
Yeah, so you're busy right now. You've got a production that's at the Vancouver Playhouse, kicks off tomorrow, called This.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about.
This is a play written by a Vancouver native, Melissa James Gibson. She lives in New York now. It's the Canadian premiere of this. This is the Canadian premiere of This. And it's a wonderful play, and I'm having a ball doing it.
And we've got some pictures that are coming up right now. So, I mean, obviously you're playing an older character, as we all have aged. It's amazing because in reading some previous interviews that you've done, a lot of the projects you take on seem to, I don't know if mirror is the right word, but they seem to kind of fall into place perhaps at the appropriate times in your life.
It is. I always think there must be sort of theater gods that are having a good time up there, having a good laugh as they throw different challenges at me. So this one's definitely, I mean, on the back of the play when they describe it, it says, you know, Jane and her group of friends backing their way into middle life, to middle age.
Yeah.
So it is, I think there's a lot that people can identify with.
And of course, we saw the pictures of you on stage. Obviously, you're here for a stage production, but I mean, you're no stranger to TV and film and all the like. So what's your preference? I mean, you sort of get conflicting answers depending on who you ask. Do you have a preference?
I actually don't have a preference. I love working on the stage. I also love working in front of a camera. And what I love is a good role. And so that can show up in either medium. Oftentimes in the theater, there are fantastic roles, and there are fantastic roles for women. It's maybe more women-friendly, because, and particularly with classic pieces that have lasted and they're time-tested and true, from going back to Greek tragedies to modern-day pieces, there's really a lot to sink into, and I think that's why so many of us love working in the theater.
And we all know your role as an actress, but we can't forget a role as a mother. And I have to say, your son is, what, 16?
16.
Okay. How much would you love to be a 16-year-old and have all your friends be going, man, your mom's hot, as if you don't get that?
Oh, thank you, thank you. My son would be mortified if he heard you say that, but...
And a daughter in college?
I do. My daughter's just gone off for her first year. She's at Vassar, and she's, so that was a big thing, taking her, dropping her off. Lots of tears on my part. My mom came with me, actually, you know, got her settled in her dorm. Yeah. And, oh, that was a big day.
It's almost hard to imagine Anne with an E having kids, but, you know, the celebrity that you've been afforded, I mean, certainly, again, I don't want to always bring it back, but I mean, it was such a massive thing when Anne of Green Gables sort of came out. The celebrity that you've been afforded, how has that allowed you to sort of create opportunities when it comes to whether your own personal, we all know, you know, the jobs that come out, but even as a mother, what kinds of opportunities have you been given?
I've been very fortunate because I've been asked. I've done to be of service in certain areas. I've done work in the past with World Vision, which took me to Africa. I got to go to Rwanda and Tanzania. And most recently, I've been asked to be a spokesperson for Operation Smile. The chapter in the United States are now bringing it into Canada, and that's the work that's done with children who are born with cleft palates. Not just children, people who have cleft palates, who live in places and countries where they do not have access to that surgery. So I was able to go, and I took my son, and it was an amazing experience. My son and his best friend, and we went to the Dominican Republic, and we were there watching the process of who was being selected, who could, for whatever reasons, if they were healthy enough. So that was very painful to witness, who could not actually have that surgery because it's completely life-changing. It's transforming. Within 45 minutes to an hour, someone's life is absolutely altered.
Well, it sure makes you appreciate being Canadian. I mean, as a Canadian icon, I would say that because, you know, I grew up with you, but I mean, to certainly know how lucky we are in Canada, and it's nice to see you're giving back to the communities outside of Canada and teaching your children as well. By the way, Megan, you can catch at This at the Vancouver Playhouse. Information coming up on your screen. And we've got 2 sets of tickets to give away, so drop us an email, contest@vtvancouver.com. Subject This. Megan, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's just nice to see sort of how you've progressed and how we've all sort of grown up with you.